Okay, so I know right now Jim knows nothing about network marketing, right? He's a security guy. He works in the security industry. So I can assume right up front that he doesn't know much. So the thing I tell him, Jim, in order to succeed in this business, you're going to have to grow and change. Okay, and I'm going to help you do that. And if you trust me, I can teach you, number one, what to do to build this business, but number two, the kind of person you got to become to build it. Because there's two types of people. There's those that walk in the room and you're excited, and those that leave and you're excited. You ever notice that? Two types of people. A lot of people get in this business, including Yo. When I got in the business, I was not the most personable guy. I was a cop. You know, when you were in the police academy, you're an a-hole unless proven otherwise. That's how you say it. No, seriously, that's how you live. When you approach a car, you're going to kill me, so I'm going to approach it that way. So you have this tendency to be negative. And, you know, so I was not the most positive person when I got in the business. My sponsor said, you need to read. I said, dude, I don't read. He said, man, you're broke. I said, give me a book. Okay, I mean, this wasn't hard. Okay, if that's what it takes, I'll change. Right? I mean, I had to change my entire language to talk to anybody because every other word was 4 letters because I worked in construction law enforcement. That was just kind of an enforcement thing, right? Well, I wasn't proud of that, right? But I had to change. And I knew if I didn't become a kind of person that attracted people to me instead of repelled them, I would never make it in this business. Like I had a guy the other night, he said, what's going to be my biggest struggle? I said, the person in your chair. I don't know if you'd like to hear that. He kind of looked at me with this look like, are you serious? I go, absolutely. This business works. We have people making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in this business. Right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in this business. So it does work. But what keeps us from getting from here to here is we got to change. You know, we got to grow. We have postures of leadership. People got to want to be on our team. You know, if you raise your hand and say you want to be on my team and nobody follows, then nobody wants to be on your team, and a lot of it has to do with us. So I tell Jim right up front, we're going to need to get on a personal growth program, but that's not a big deal. I'm going to help you do that. It's going to be a journey we're going to do together. I'm going to take responsibility for that, right? I'm not going to just throw him out there and let him fail. We're going to do it together. Okay, are you willing to do whatever I tell you to do so I can train you to be successful? Yes or no? I'm willing to be treated. I'm going to treat you like an employee the first 30 days. I tell him that right up front. Do you have a problem with that? Do you have a problem with me telling you what to do the first 30 days? Probably not, okay? Because if you don't, we're going to grow. Because I know how to build a business, right? So I'm going to tell you the first 30 days exactly what you need to do. I'm just going to trust that if you tell me that you're going to do it, I expect you to do that. All right? That's again, we're building expectations here. He knows what I want. Or I know what he knows what I want from him, then I'm going to tell him what I'm going to do for him. We're going to create that with each other as a coach. This is on this conversation we're having, right? So, next point. Will you put me in front of 3 to 5 of your best friend prospects the first week of the business? So I tell Jim, here's our goal. We're going to make a list of names before I leave tonight. We're going to put 25, 30, 40 names on the list. And your goal by next Friday when I see you again is you're going to have 100 names on the list. Okay? But let's put about 50. So I work with a list. I get him 15 or 20, 25 names on the list. Because I know when we're sitting down, Jim's going to think of the best people he can think of. Right? He's going to put his 10s on the list. Because see, everybody, you know, if we graded ourselves out, if we're in the room here and we think about prospecting, who we're going to put on our list, if we grade that out, and you, let's say if you're totally ambitious, you have a huge network of people, you're the most positive person in the world, you got this charismatic personality, if that's a 10, right, and then all the way down to a 1 that just, you know, comes home, is a couch potato, come home, drinks beer, watches TV, and goes to bed, all right? Let's go from 10 to 1, all right? So you look in between and say, what do I grade out as? If you thought about that tonight. Well, you know, what happens is 5s, if you grade out as a 5, guess who they show the business to? 4s, right? Because it's not threatening. If I'm a 5, if I show a 4, I probably making more money than them. I'm sharper anyway. They're going to listen to me just because I'm a 5, right? So I tell Jim, here's what we're going to do, Jim. We're going to show 8, 9s, and 10s. Those are the most successful people. Those are the ones who are ambitious. Those are the ones who have dreams. Those are the ones who are already successful. That's who we want to get the business in front of. Because let me tell you, if you show 5s, they show 4s. Guess who 4 shows? 3s. Pretty soon you're in prison trying to sponsor people. You're in there going, yeah, maybe we do a visitation, see if we can get some people in this thing. Okay? And so you want to sponsor the sharpest people you know. That's why as we make his list, I know we're going to put those people on this list. And so I tell Jim, okay, what we're going to do is, let's say it's a Friday. Tuesday, I'm going to give you 2 o'clock if it's a local, if we're building locally. 2 o'clock I'm going to give you, and I want to meet with those 3 people at a Starbucks or something, and I want you to call them up so the 3 of us and 4 of us can sit down together. That's going to be his responsibility. Okay? Because I want to get in front of him, because I know if I can get in front of his people, I'm going to get him excited about the business. And he doesn't know how to yet. Right? At this point, he doesn't know how to build a business. He's brand new in the business. If I said, just go show your friends, what is he going to do? The first one who says, oh, multi-level, God, how'd you get sucked into this? And he's going, oh, man, I got to quit. You know, and all of a sudden, all that starts to, I'm going to handle all that for you. I say, when we sit down, Jim, all you're going to do is say, hey, this is Craig Holliday. He and I are going to be doing some business things together. I'm really excited for you to meet him. Craig, this is Jim, Jack, and Mary. And then he doesn't say another word. He watches everything I do. And I do the presentation. I engage in their dream. I help move them through the business. And my goal will be to get 2 of those 3 people in the business for him. At least 1, for sure. And what am I doing? I'm teaching him, right? I'm teaching him how to do that. And so their commitment has to be, get it in front of the people they know as quickly as I can. A lot of you give people sponsors and say, go show them, right? Go show your friends. They're not prepared to do that. If I'm going to get him to Emerald, I'm going to sponsor the 2 people with him to get him to Emerald. If it's a distance group, we're going to do a conference call. Just jump on the phone together. I was talking to a coach tonight. She just sponsored a gal or a team in Nebraska, and she's doing a phone call next Thursday with 4 of this girl's friends, and they're going to do a presentation on the phone. It's the first week she's got them started in the business because she's learning this stuff. And now my responsibility is I'm going to get people started for Jim. I will share the opportunity with them while you're there. Let's get to the Emerald Coach in the first week in the business. I'm going to get them there. Okay? Now, here's what you can expect from me, Jim. I'm going to give you my time to get you started right in this business. I'll take the shots, the tough questions as we present the opportunity. I want you to win at this game every day. I'll help you get your first 2 coaches and then help them get 2 coaches. Because my goal is, if I sponsor Jim, what's your name?
Dana.
If I sponsor Jim, Jim sponsors Dana, guess who's going to do Dana's presentation? I am. You're not going to do them because you don't know how yet. So if my meeting, if Dana comes to my meeting that I do with Jim, or she's on that phone call, and she's excited about the business, I'm going to help her make a list, and I'm going to help get 2 people sponsored for her. Because he doesn't know how to yet. Right? So I'm going to take those people that we get for Jim, and I'm going to take 2 of them, and I'm going to build what I call depth. I'm going to help them go Emerald in the first 30 days. Now, how excited will Jim be if he's an Emerald with 2 Emeralds broken in the first 30 days? His Shakeology is paid for, he's got a business growing, and he's starting to get customers. How many of you in here have sponsored a coach and they aren't Emerald their first 30 days? They're not Emerald their first 60 days. And they start doubting, and the morale starts dropping down, and they start having pity parties, and they start feeling bad about everything. You know what? I don't want that to happen to my coaches. If they want to build it, I'm building it with them because we're going to run to the lake. I'm going to get him on the bike, and I'm going to hold his waist as long as I need to until the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th month Jim's going, dude, I got it. Say, great. Call me when you need something. I'm going to work with you too, but I got it. And he's moving forward. Okay. I will give you my knowledge and everything you need to know about this business. I will become your business mentor. My word is good to you. I'll be here for you to build your business. I will be truthful with you all the time. See, one of the things you have to get past, you guys as coaches, quit trying to make your people feel good all the time. Be honest with them. Right? Tell them the truth about their life. Tell them the truth about their business. We're so worried about them quitting, we just try to be nice to them all the time. So guess who we work with? The wrong people. Right? How many of us are spending time with people and they go, oh my God, if I talk to them one more time. I mean, you just want to take a pencil and stick it in your eye. It's like, I can't do this anymore, right? And we're riding this dead horse, and you know, you're just like, you're riding this thing like, come on, we're going to go 1 star. We're going to go 1 star. And this horse is laying on the track, dead, the tongue's hanging out, the ambulance is here to get him taken away. You're still whipping him going, we're getting to the finish line. The horse isn't finishing. Here's a great quote for you. If you're riding a dead horse, by all means, dismount. Okay? Get off. Right now, again, does that mean you don't care about the people? Separate that out. This is a business. That's why if I set up expectations with Jim and he doesn't live up to his, we had the expectations in the beginning. That's not my choice, that's his. I'm there for you. I want to build it for you. It's your choice if we grow. It's not mine. And so we have this whole list of people we keep going back to. And those of you who heard M.J. Durkin at the game plan where he talked about, I think he said it was his mother or something. The 18th time, I'm going to cross you off my list, honey. It was his mom. He's kept running into the pictures. Okay, so, you know, you need to be strong with people. And I'll say something to somebody, you know, sometimes if I'm working with a coach, as I was building my business, they were called distributors, but as I'm working with them, I'll say something like, you know what, I'm going to say something to you right now, and I'm going to risk unpopularity. But I'm going to say it to you. Or if they ask me a question, I say, I can answer two ways. I can be honest with you, or I can make you feel good. Which would you rather have? Because unfortunately, they're not going to be the same answer, right? But we don't do that because we don't have the posture to lead. You're not going to win championships, you guys, if you don't create leaders that can win on the field. And a lot of us have creating weak people underneath us because we just won't take charge of their life and help them do what they said they want to do. I want to take responsibility for that because I want to win. I want to win a coach. You know, a lot of people, some of you are sitting in this room tonight. You're still outside the stadium at Beachbody looking at everything going on, trying to figure it out. And some of you already bought a ticket and you're sitting in the stands and you're still looking at the field, trying to figure it out there. What's going on out there? Well, I can see that person's making a lot of money. They're doing well. And they go to this, and you're back at Summit last